Okay.
So give us a recap, Gino.
Oh, from the perspective of Noah. Alright. Last time on Fantasy Ground Zombies. Was this Deadlands? No, Deadlands is the Cowboys. Oh my gosh. So last time we were bringing what was her face, Mrs. Whatever, some lady back
Mrs.
to
Haynes.
Mrs. Haynes. We were bringing Mrs. Haynes back to the back from the infirmary, but then we got stopped by a security guard and a nurse, and we went back to the infirmary with them. During that time, Mrs. Haynes turned into a zombie and attacked the nurse, bit off two of her fingers. Meanwhile, the security guard was freaking out. So we robbed the security guard of his gun and his walkie-talkie and killed Mrs. Haynes. And then the nurse turned into a zombie, and then Bob did some sort of ninja kick and knocked her head off. Meanwhile, Noah freaked out and ran away with the radio, and Bob chased after him.
Okay, that's a pretty good summary.
So Bob and Noah are separated from the group.
Yep. So a couple things I need to add on there. When Yanni shot the zombie, Hideo had plunged a sedative into Yanni and got half its contents into Yanni. So Yanni, from this session until you're able to get full sleep, you're going to be at fatigue 1. Because you're half dazed from the sedative, but you're still up.
Wait, how did Hideo know what kind of sedative it was?
Because he went to the medicine cabinet and tried to basically sedate Mrs. Haynes, because you guys don't know what the hell this zombie apocalypse is or anything like that. You just thought that she was severely sick or unstable. So he went to the cabinet to get a syringe to kind of knock her out. That's where the syringe came from, and that's when Yanni had shot her in the head. So to him, it looked like he was committing murder.
No, I mean, did he make a medicine roll to figure out what the medication was? Okay, just checking.
Actually, Marion?
Yeah.
Based on what happened, I shot him center mass in the chest, and then I guess I got such a great roll, I shot it in the head.
Yep.
So we technically don't know if it's straight to the heart or straight to the head yet.
This is true. But I basically gave that to you guys. So, we're just gonna move on from there.
Okay.
So now you guys know that zombies, or these zombies are, their weakness is being shot in the head, as with any type of zombie infection. So, just for Jousty and for Jonathan's benefit, this setting that we're in, just pretend anything and everything that you know about zombies never happened. George A. Romero never existed, and the word zombie never existed either. So all this stuff that's happening, you have to pretend like you've never seen a zombie flick, or know anything about it. Like it's all brand new to you. And our adventurers just very recently found out of a way to kill them, but you guys don't know that yet.
Okay.
I don't know it yet.
Yeah, you don't know yet.
Well,
Also-
unless we find a
You
priest
don't
who
know it yet.
determines that it's the apocalypse and the dead are rising.
Sure.
And
All right.
we also don't know how they became or become zombies.
Yep, you don't know that either. Or how one becomes a zombie. You don't know that either.
You're a zombie.
I am a zombie.
I am a zombie.
And then John became zombie. And there's John.
Alright. That's too scary.
Okay,
User entered your channel.
so who just came on? Marlon just came on.
We could make educated guess based on the wounds we've seen so far.
Yeah, they'll be guesses at best. Okay, so while Marlon's getting situated and coming online, let's go ahead and start off with character introductions. Let's talk about who's this? Let's talk about JJ Quinn.
Hello?
Hello.
So JJ Quinn, tell us who you are, why you're on a cruise, and let's talk a little bit about why your skills are situated the way they are. So let's go ahead.
What kind of cruise is it?
Carnival Cruise.
Carnival cruise,
Just checking.
just a regular cruise. I was gonna make it something special, but it's too much thought process.
You tried
So,
Disney and that
in
didn't
this,
work.
In this world, is it just a regular world?
Yeah, it's just a regular world, except there's no one knows what a zombie is.
Well, so my character is JJ Quinn. He does not really know what his purpose is. He always seems to be in the right place at the right time. He's extremely lucky. He does not fear anything because he always thinks things will eventually work themselves out. He wanders the world, and
Hello.
whatever he feels fate will lead him. Whatever hopes to use his power of luck to be a hero, maybe doesn't really work that way. For this one in particular, he went into the cruise because he really likes boats, and his skills, he doesn't really have them. But whenever he shoots at something, and sometimes eventually makes it to its target, everything he does is just his skills fighting. It's not very. There's no technique to them. He just doesn't get hurt. He hits them at the right spots and at the wrong time, but everything seems chaotic, but it works.
So he's a halfling.
So his fighting, and so basically all his skills are basically running off of luck, is what you're
Yes,
telling me.
everything is luck. He finds things, survival. He just seems like, oh, I needed this. When he's hungry, oh, this looks like something I could use. He's extremely lucky when it comes to gambling. That's pretty much it.
Hey, is there a way to turn down the background TV?
No, I use push to talk.
Hey, Marion.
Yeah.
This is a very important question.
Okay.
Can I name the ship?
No.
Damn
It
it!
The
doesn't-
ship
it
was
really-
already named.
It's called the Pinnacle.
Oh, I wanted to call it the Holy Ship.
Boo.
Wait, what happened? That was gone.
We just did a recap
Nothing.
and somebody decided to tell a bad joke. And I got that
Jesse,
on
I-
recording.
I gotta give you a weapon.
You're gonna
What
give me
can
one.
I?
You're,
Come
yeah,
on.
you're unarmed or whatever other stuff.
Hey, what else did the guard have on him besides a gun and a walkie-talkie? Like anything else? Keys?
Clothing.
Don't worry about that. I'll get to that later. Or I'll get to that. We'll get to that. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I gotta set up Jousty real quick. And then once he's set up, then we'll do who's this? Tim. We'll do Tim. Let me just set up Jousty real quick because he's missing improvised.
Oh, what's improvised?
Since we don't have any weapons yet, like we're gonna be grabbing just a lot of random stuff. We can use those as weapons,
Oh, okay.
and that's just something that Kuya Marion made for us. Like, so there are some weapons that are already preset into the game, like guns and knives. But like, for instance, somebody has a pair of scissors that can be used as a weapon, but we don't have a setup for that yet.
Oh, an unarmed defender. Okay. Alright. I am ready. Actually, yeah, fuck, I didn't take any notes for Jousty. JJ Quinn. Everything is based off luck. Easy. Why are you so agile?
I picked that one just because I feel like agile is going to be like a trait that he just naturally dodges things.
Is there like
Uh,
an RP reason behind it?
Yeah, because okay, so let me just put it in perspective, right? So a D8 is like at the level of a sniper. So if you were like or like that's how they kind of mark a commando, like a freaking Navy SEAL is at an 8. So if your agility is at a 10, like you're pretty fucking special. So
like I'm not talking about like a little bit lucky. His agility is like super lucky.
okay,
It's like a supernaturally lucky.
it's not it's like unnaturally lucky. Okay.
Like it almost seems like fate is on his side.
Now, also, agility doesn't necessarily mean he can walk like a tightrope with no problem. It could mean he's good with his fingers.
I mean, it just depends on where you put his other skills.
Okay.
It's like my character is really agile. My character's an 8, but he's not a Navy SEAL.
Okay. All right. So Tim Dead Star 90 McGee.
Oh my god.
All right. So let's talk about you and what brings you on this cruise and why your character is built the way he is.
So Tim McGee, handle name Deadstar90, he's an amateur streamer who won a cruise vacation and took his parents along with him. He's 26 years old, and the games he tries to stream are not like high-end games like Fortnite or Overwatch, because he doesn't have that much money to build like an awesome computer, so he sticks to like normal stuff like TF2 and some fighting games.
Okay.
That's like one of the reasons he's amateur, but he wants to be pro, so he tries to be like better at video games when streaming.
What about his skills? Why are his skills the way they are?
Yeah. So
Um,
you have a incredibly amount, pretty high spirit. Is there a reason for that?
So characters he would pick in like say TF2, he would go for like Scout, basically the jumping around guy, just shooting haphazardly, but he wants to like try to hone his aim. And then there's also Stealth. Like he's barely touched Spy. He's not really the stealthy type, but he tries it out just to like get better at another aspect of that game.
Okay. All right, so you kind of talked about your skills a little bit. I'm talking about your main attribute.
So
Like,
he's a method gamer.
Yeah. No. Your spirit 10. So the spirit in this game is kind of like your willpower, like your willingness to go on. So with the way you describe your character, how I perceive him is, he had a rough path to get to the top, like, kind of like a Rocky motif, but for video games, right? You start at the bottom, you sucked at, but you kept at it, and you eventually became good. That's how I perceive it. Is that how you're gonna perceive your character?
Yeah, it's a sense of he's almost gotten better, and he wants to like remain with. He wants to keep that willpower with him. If he doesn't want to keep, he doesn't end up like those shouting, "Why is my team terrible? This is all your fault. I had nothing to do with this," kind of thing.
Okay. That's an unusual trait that I see here is intimidation. Why is your intimidation so high? Were you kind of like a leader in your TF2 games, where you kind of like, brought your teammates in line?
Yeah, like one of those players that just goes like, sorry, it's just like, okay, let's go in now. Everyone, follow me. Let's go in and capture the flag and like, or capture the point and stuff.
Hey, he's a grammar Nazi.
I was thinking more like his name. If you see his name in the lobby, it just scares the other team already.
Yeah.
You could make him part troll, and he's really good at, messing with people.
Yeah, that could be where the intimidation like kicks in. Yeah.
Okay. Spanish very little. Trying to understand that a little bit more.
Sorry, which one?
You have a proficiency or very little proficiency in Spanish. Is there a backstory to that?
Oh, like back in high school when he took language classes, he took like some Spanish classes and doesn't really retain that much information from Spanish because he didn't really study it that much. He more focused on video games.
Sounds like a French class.
No bueno.
Sounded like this past semester, dude.
Okay. So these edge. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Jousty, I forgot about to go over these edges and hindrances. I needed to go over your hindrances, but let's finish Tim real quick. Let's talk about your edges, berserk and danger sense. What causes you to go berserk, and why? How did you end up this way,
Oh wait, who has the danger sense?
Me.
Tim?
Okay, this is important. If you don't have the notice skill, it's not a very good edge. You might want to reconsider if Marian allows it.
Okay.
He
Anyways,
does. So he's good.
anyways, explain. Why do you have danger sense?
I believe
Yeah.
it's I believe it comes from like being wary of where the other enemy could be. I think that's especially where it came from when he tried out Spy.
Okay, so
That is
danger sense comes from the gaming. I get that sense. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so what would trigger a danger sense for you? So some people feel like eyes in the hairs in the back of their neck kind of pop up. Stand on end when they feel like they're about to. Some people get like twitches or sudden like spider sense, right? What would be the trigger of your danger sense?
It's like, what do you feel when it happens?
I feel like maybe if someone's acting a bit off, like if they start like their arms, like their hands trembling, or if like they're shifty-eyed, maybe I'll notice if something's up.
No. What does your character feel when it happens?
No, I'm using that, Gino. I'm gonna call it hyper focus.
Okay.
I'd say like a chill down my spine, maybe.
Hyper focus.
Focusing.
Okay, and now let talk about your berserk.
And Sorry, that's just coming from like video games as well as real life. Sorry, Abijah.
Please don't cheer when you're in the microphone.
I can just see this streamer like freaking out and like breaking. You ever see those rage videos on YouTube where he like smashes his keyboard and yells at his screen?
Oh god.
When
I
you
messed-
rage, you have to go.
Please put your back into that.
Maybe he gets it from rage quitting.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Magic
like
the Gathering one where that fat guy just loses and he's like, "Son of a bitch!" and he starts throwing the table everywhere.
Oh, I think I know that guy. Yeah.
I heard that guy does it. He does that for fun. He doesn't really actually act that way.
All right.
Alright.
So let's talk about your hindrances. You have two minor hindrances. Cautious. I guess we could attribute that to your video games as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty simple. What about stubborn?
He grew up an only child, so like the games he would play, he would assume that he would always be the winner. He would always be like the one on top of everything. But when things don't go his way, he's just kind of like mothering to himself, just kind of being a sore loser about it. Just being stubborn. Then it's like, I should have won that. I should have won that.
Okay.
Now this is sounding more like the keyboard smashers.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. I think that is it.
Were you still going over Kuya Jousties?
Yeah, Jousty has has some very interesting edges and some very interesting hindrances.
Is JJ secretly a leprechaun?
I don't know.
That's up to Marion.
He's got the red hair and the luck.
So we talked about your luck. Let's talk about well, I guess hard to kill is very easy to explain because you're super fucking lucky. Let's talk about your hindrances, Jousty or JJ. Why are you the way that you are?
Well, since I don't really know what my what direction I'm gonna going, like I tend to cling to people that I like, that find my weirdness because I'm so peculiar that I cling to them. So I'm very loyal to them. I don't get a lot of people that like me because I just don't really instill confidence because I look like a major bag of ass all the time. But for some reason it works, so people don't really trust me. But for the people that do notice me for my luck, and I kind of cling to them. Death Witch it's just like because I feel like I'm so lucky, I just don't. And I'm trying to be a hero because I want people to like me, but it's pretty much like that. I think it's a little bit more like I just want to be accepted and find my place in this world. I'm overconfident because I know the ability of luck is just kind of like I don't feel like there's a risk in anything I do.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And there probably isn't with the way your character is.
Marion, this is important. I'm wearing a shirt that says I'm on a boat.
I'm
I-
on a boat.
I know this. All right, we got one more housekeeping rule. Before we begin today's session, I already took care of Yanni. Everyone else outside of JJ, Tim, and Chris, roll
about
a.
What's the password?
RAWR. Hold on. I need to figure out what role this is.
Hey, make sure to update your fantasy grounds.
So everyone outside of Chris, Tim, and JJ. So that's just and Yanni, because you already did it for Yanni. So that's just me and Bob.
What are we rolling for?
You said outside of you. I don't
Hey,
know.
I'll be right back. My daughter needs to go to the bathroom. Wait.
Okay. Vigor. All right. So you guys roll a vigor check. Gino, you're rolling it at a -2 because you're anemic.
Okay, so
It's
mine-
It's a hunger roll.
Oh, 1. So it's a 1 then.
All right. So you are at a fatigue of 1.
Okay.
All right. So I need Yanni and I need Marlon to roll.
I thought you already did it for Yanni.
No, Yanni has fatigue because he got the sedative in him.
Oh, okay.
Where's
So if he
Jeff?
doesn't make it, it'll be a -2.
He probably thinks we're still starting at 8.
You said vigor?
Yeah, vigor.
How do I roll for vigor?
Not you.
Oh, okay.
But if you do want, you go to your attribute, you grab the dice under vigor,
Oh
and you
yeah.
try.
Also, I forgot. You could also use a Benny to re-roll. I gave you guys your bennies.
I'm anemic, so it's like me doing that's probably not gonna help.
Yeah, Yanni, I recommend you use a Benny. Because you're about to be at -2 fatigue.
No, you know what? I'll
Okay.
try it.
I'll use it, Benny.
Okay.
Do I just double click it or what?
Just yeah, just drop it on the chat.
All right, I got it at 6.
Okay. You can remove it. All right. So Yanni's okay. He's still at a -1 from the sedative. But you guys are hungry. You guys are hungry now.
So like, if we
I'm
don't,
missing a roll from Bob.
he's still connecting. Oh, he just connected. So if
Actually, no, we wouldn't be. We just went to dinner. The
No,
only,
No,
we didn't get
nobody
food.
ate.
The only
Hey.
person,
Oh,
Only Chris ate.
That's
Remember,
why Chris is
Mr.
not
Haynes
rolling.
knocked over the entire table.
Oh my god.
Bob doesn't need food.
he just like digs into his fat reserves.
All right. So if you guys don't eat, by the time midday of the next day, you're going to be rolling this again at a -2.
Okay.
Or and Gino, you'd be rolling it at a -4 because you're anemic.
Well, let me know when I have to roll my survival.
User entered your channel.
Oh, here's Jeff, just in time to get started. This mic, your mic's off, Jeff.
Hey Johnny, you want to try testing out a roll right now?
Sure. What die? Doesn't
any
matter.
any die, just try it out.
When are we gonna play Kingdom Death Monster, Gino?
When are you free? Because I'm free now.
One of my coworkers is actually starting a campaign in Tabletop Sim.
What did you just throw, Johnny?
The four-sided.
The ones below, don't use those dice.
Oh.
Jeff, you here?
His mic's still muted. Just grab a die under any of your, like, next to any of your skills or your attributes. It should pop up 2 die for you.
All right, I'm gonna give Jeff like, yeah, your mic's muted.
Okay. Okay, you're good, Johnny.
Okay, that's more convenient. Ooh, a 9.
9.
Should be in your
Nine.
settings.
Flugen Flogen.
Yeah, it should be the buttons up there.
Meeting ice cream.
Activate microphone.
Bah.
Okay,
Is it
well,
plugged
can you hear us? Okay, so while you figure that out, we're gonna continue. We're gonna get started because we spent most of the time just trying to. Maybe you don't have a capture card set up. Go to tools, options. On the capture card, make sure you select the capture device.
What? So much streaming?
Like it's not gonna be highlighted for you if you don't have a capture card.
It's on its freaking sound settings.
Yeah, Johnny, what'd you do what'd you do?
Oh jeez, hang on.
Right click on the sound icon, go to
went-
playback devices.
I went to options, and then for the mic, I think I switched it from default to my mic.
Yeah, so try that. Because he was having the same problem earlier as well. Well, let's just go.
You can abandon Jeff too like that? That's checked up.
Yeah, I wanna make sure that he gets set up before we go, since he's on. Because if we don't fix it now, we're gonna get going, and then we're gonna get to a part where we need him to talk, and he's not gonna be able to.
Okay, I'm back.
And Jousty wasn't even here anyway, so.
Yeah, actually, this part is all about Jousty too. So even if we started, we wouldn't be able to continue.
He does have a keyboard.
Yeah, but I want his fake Japanese accent.
We need his fake Japanese accent.
I've heard.
Who has fake Japanese accent?
Now you sound lame, Jousty.
I don't want to play anymore.
Rage quit.
That's why he has Berserk.
No, that's
I should've
Johnny.
done that. Yeah, that's me. I
Oh.
should have done that.
Hello?
This is my first
There we
time.
go.
Yeah.
I know.
Here he is.
Hey.
All right. Come come and log on, we're gonna get started. We pretty much spent the first hour just introducing the new characters on there, and we're gonna actually begin. We're gonna begin this journey in the casino. So, get started. So we start in the casino.
How's that?
A soundboard. It's a soundboard that you got.
Really freaking loud, actually. Let me turn it down.
Yeah, it was.
Sounds like my ad. There's like ads running in the background.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I mean, I get
So-
it's nice for the setting.
Make
we're
it
gonna begin-
lower.
Yeah, it is.
Extra
It's,
loud.
Lower?
yeah, it is. It
Too
is
loud.
kind of loud.
For some reason, I can't connect to the server though.
You could actually go to the TeamSpeak
It's my
thing
brother,
and make it
not me.
lower.
All right.
Oh, is it the TeamSpeak?
No, I'm talking about each individual person could go to music and make it lower for themselves.
Let me set the volume a little bit because.
Oh, music is a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Muzak is one of the people in the TeamSpeak is making the noises.
Oh, that's what that's what it's supposed to be. Okay.
That's why it's always on.
I was wondering what that was.
Like I said, you could just go to it and then just change the decibels.
Yeah, just bring it down to something that you guys can actually hear me with because I couldn't hear myself think. It was actually really loud.
Okay, it's good for me.
I just muted it.
More or less.
That's no fun.
Yeah, you can mute if you want.
I
I
don't know.
can
How
make
to,
my
I don't know how to change the
casino
settings.
music sounds in my head. All right.
Oh, found it.
You just gotta believe and imagine it.
Exactly.
Like unicorns.
All
All right,
right.
so let's get started.
Where's
this-
Johnny?
He's
is this-
connecting.
Oh,
Is Johnny here? Oh.
Oh, Yanni's in here.
You said the volume option was in TeamSpeak?
It's the.
Yeah,
it's
you
the-
gotta right click on Muzak. Yeah.
It's music.
And then just go down like a few to change volume.
Where's use deck?
Muzak is the
He's a guy.
person in
Is
TeamSpeak.
the person in TeamSpeak?
His name is Muzak.
Oh,
For some reason, I can't connect to the network.
They're just
Which
Sorry.
one are you using? Is it Vast Grave Crazy Goblin?
The two IP addresses that I have, but neither of them are connecting to them.
just
Just-
type
just
it in.
type it in.
Yeah. Use the alias.